With all of the necessary company settings in place and settings in place for our prepayments and accruals, we might want to import our current list of prepayments or perhaps our current list of deferred revenue items. And we can do that using an import template. From the left navigation, we can open up the accruals section, and towards the bottom of that list, we have the option to import prepaid. If you've already imported fixed assets, the process here is almost identical, but if not, what you can do from the import prepaid expenses screen, first of all, is use the download option to download a template where you'll need to copy your prepaid items into. On the screen, you can now see a completed import template for your prepayments. Instructions at the top of the page indicate how the different columns should be completed. All of the columns with yellow headers are mandatory and do require information in place. So the group name will be the prepayment group you've created in nettTracker, the item of each of the prepayments, the profit and loss account where the prepayment will be released to. You have an actual invoice date. In here, it's not too important on the actual invoice date if this is part of your opening balances. And the reason for that is because the value here is not what the original invoice value would have been, or cost value would have been, but what is the current balance left to be adjusted. So in this example, there's 2,000, and we're going to start making those adjustments from the 1st of July. And there are 4 months left. So from that 2,000, there would be £500 or $500 to be adjusted every single month. If you have enabled settings in nettTracker for provider location tracking, for example using classes on locations, it's important that your template includes using locations or classes, otherwise the information will not be imported. With our prepayment template complete and saved, we can choose to search for the file within our folders or use the option to drop here. Any errors identified, as an example a missing class, you'll find a red box around that field, so we'll change that. And now we can attempt to import the list of prepayments using the option to complete. After importing your list of prepayments, you will be directed to the statement area for accruals and prepayments. On this page, we can select within the drop-down the group where we've imported those items to, in this example being prepaid expenses. If we scroll to the bottom of this page, we can see our group total, so the total of our prepayments, and we'll also see the total detected from our accounting software from the balance sheet for that prepayment type. By selecting projection from the left menus and selecting the required prepayment group, we can see our expected adjustments to be made in the future months. By selecting the dashboard from our menus on the left and scrolling down towards the accrual and prepayment section, we can see a summary of our prepayments and accruals, where in this example we have 2 prepayment groups, 36 items within the group, a total value of current prepayments, and a total value detected from the balance sheet, and no difference.